Hi guys, this is like a bit of an awkward video to film because I knew I wanted to talk about this because I said it in one of my previous videos, but I don't really even know where to start because I seriously, I get questions all the time about like confidence and can I make a video about being confident? Can I make a video about how I'm confident? And to be honest, like the truth is I'm not really very confident. It's a lot easier to do this stuff online and talk to people that you can't see because at the end of the day it's just me talking to a camera. It's not me talking in front of lots of people, and if people do say hurtful things and things like that, I'm not really there to like see it or hear it. I can read it, but I think in a sense like all the things that people say when you make a video, I just think that people have this misconception of like all people that make videos are really confident and stuff, and I just want to put like it out there that we're not. I mean, I know that I'm not a confident person. I know that if I met people in public I'd probably put on this persona that I'm confident because that's what you have to do, but underneath like I'm so insecure and it's like not really very good. If I'm being totally honest, I'm gonna start back from like when I first started like making videos. It was predominantly because I felt really ugly at school. Like I was like the ugly one out of my friends and I didn't wear makeup. My parents didn't allow me to like wear makeup at an early age, and you know, I didn't wear makeup until I was about 15 or 16 or something, and even then it wasn't a case of like foundation. I had really bad acne as well, and my confidence was just like completely non-existent when I was 14-15 years old. And I noticed that my friends would go out and guys would talk to them, they'd have guy friends and things like that, and I didn't have any of that till I was a bit older. And what I kind of noticed was that guys started talking to me once I started wearing makeup. So then I became obsessed with like having this flawless face, and I became obsessed with like wearing makeup all the time and not leaving my house without makeup. And I still feel like to a certain degree, even now, I wouldn't leave my house without makeup. And that sounds really bad and everyone's like, oh, you're so rubbish and you know, why are you trying to look like a slapper and stuff like that. Like, you get all these hateful things all the time, but it's just because I don't feel confident going out without makeup on. Like I wouldn't even think about going to work without wearing makeup. Like I wouldn't even think about it because my skin is still really bad. Like I'm 29 years old, my skin is really bad. My skin is still like a teenage skin. I had really bad skin from the age of 13 up until I think it was about 13 to 17. I tried everything. Like I tried tablets, I tried acne products, I tried everything, and just nothing worked for me. And then I went to the doctors and she put me on birth control pills, and then she said, we'll see if this helps, and that really started clearing up my skin a little bit. But then I started wearing makeup at the same time, so then obviously I became a little bit more confident because I did feel prettier in myself. So I felt like I could go out, I felt like I could talk to people, I felt like, you know, it was really a stupid way of measuring it, but it was a case of if a guy spoke to me and asked for my number, I would feel that little bit more confident. I would feel like, oh my god, like this guy doesn't mind talking to me in public because obviously I must look okay, like I can't look horrible, otherwise he wouldn't be talking to me. And I remember a couple of times when I was a lot younger, before I started wearing makeup, this guy came up and spoke to me, and I think he was dared by his friends to come and talk to me. I had these big round disgusting looking plastic glasses. I had like really bad acne on one side of my face. My hair was really greasy and it was in a ponytail, and I had this horrible like side parting with my ponytail, and I had like my skirt below my shins, and you know, all my friends were completely the opposite. Like they were really tall, really pretty, had makeup, didn't wear glasses, had really nice skin, you know, their skirts were rolled up, but my mum wouldn't let me roll my skirt up, and it was just one of those things where I was like basically the geek at school. Like that's how I felt. And I felt like when that guy spoke to me and then all his friends laughed and then he ran off, I just felt horrible. Like I felt like, oh my god, like this guy just spoke to me because he was dared to speak to me. And then from that point onwards I didn't want to go anywhere, and so I must have been about 15 or something at that point. And then I said to my mum, look, can I start wearing some makeup? And she said, yeah, that's fine. And my friend bought me like an eyeshadow palette for one of my birthdays, and I started wearing that with some like lipstick and like this horrible coloured brown lipstick, but I don't know what possessed me, but I wore it. And then I remember like a few months into it I started taking my acne medication and it started clearing up my skin, and then I got contact lenses when I was 15, and that really helped my confidence. So now I obviously don't have like like what appears to be horrible looking skin, even though I do underneath. I can wear contact lenses and that makes me feel a bit more confident. Now I don't care. Like now I wear my glasses at work every single day because I've kind of passed that stage a little bit. And then the worst thing was like with relationships and things like that, because, you know, around my family, like, you know, there have been people cheating on people and I've been cheated on, and I always felt like it was because I wasn't pretty enough to keep somebody. I always felt like if I dated someone, they were always going to look for somebody else. And, you know, up until a certain point that kept happening, and I think it was my own confidence that made that happen. Like I almost like pushed people away because I wasn't confident, and I kind of thought, well, if you're going to leave me anyway, I may as well treat you awfully, and then you're just going to go, and then I can be like, there you go, told you so, you left me. And as I got older, I still had loads of like jealousy issues, like serious jealousy issues, where I said it in one of my other videos, but like one of my boyfriends said to me that when I was at university, I was friends with this girl, and one of my boyfriends said to me, if he'd seen her before he saw me, he would have asked her out first. And that made me feel sick. And every time I saw her after that, I felt myself trying to actually avoid her. Every time I saw him, I was angry with him for saying it. And yeah, I know it wasn't a nice thing to say, but at the end of the day, he's going to find other people attractive. And that's one thing I just couldn't handle, because it was somebody that I knew and I just couldn't get past it. And I found myself avoiding her and just not wanting to see her. And then I found every time he was near me, just thinking that, oh, he just wishes I was her. And that was a really difficult time to get through, because at the time stuff was happening in my family and it was really horrible. And it just wasn't a nice thing to like go through. So we ended up breaking up, and I think effectively that's kind of what broke us up. And then I had another boyfriend that told me that his ex-girlfriend's boobs were much bigger than mine, and he liked girls with big boobs. And that made me feel disgusting as well, because I thought he probably looks at me and wishes I was her. He probably looks at me and then just like wishes that I had big boobs. It just made me feel really horrible, and I just thought, why can't somebody just want me the way that I am? And then once that situation happened, I found myself again treating him like rubbish. Every time I saw a girl with big boobs, I'd catch him looking, and I just couldn't get past it. Like I just physically couldn't get past it. And I do think I have a problem, because I now find myself getting really jealous. Like even if I'm watching television with a boyfriend and there's a hot girl on TV, I'm waiting for him to make a comment about it. And the thing is, I just have to get past the whole people are going to find other people attractive. People are going to like girls that have big boobs. People are going to like girls that have big bumps. People are going to like girls that are like tall and slim. And I just have to get past the fact that when your boyfriend loves you, I just have to believe that he actually loves me and he's not going to be looking for someone else. And I think I'm starting to get past that. I still get really jealous. My sister thinks I have serious issues because I'm always telling her, oh, he said this, what does that mean? And she's like, my boyfriend says that, get over it. It doesn't matter if he thinks another girl's hot. Like it really doesn't matter. As long as he doesn't act on it, he still wants you. So why are you getting stressed about it? And I just found that because of my past relationships, past stuff that's happened, past being cheated on the past, I just find it really difficult to get past, because I almost just wait for the person to leave me. So sometimes what I do, I leave them first. So that way I don't have to worry about them cheating on me. And I'm still trying to get past it, because like I said, you guys are all going to be really shocked at the fact that I'm like this, but I really am like this. I'm not a very confident person, but I'm building on it, and having you guys to talk to is really nice, and watching other videos about girls that have the same issues is actually a really nice thing as well. But I've just learned to like love myself, and I think one day if you like yourself, then someone else will like it. Guys don't want girls that are insecure, so you have to act kind of confident in front of them, because that's your appealing character that they're gonna like. But I just find that I have these issues, and I'm very, very jealous. I'm very, very insecure. Not jealous in the fact that I will say something and argue with him, but I will feel it inside and it'll eat away at me, because it'll just keep coming back, and it'll come back and it'll come back, and I'll just keep thinking about it. Not jealous and possessive, like to the point where I'll ring them like 100 times a day. I don't do any of that stuff. Like if my boyfriend goes out, I will trust him to go out and just have fun with his friends. And I don't mean in the sense that I don't trust him, but in a way it's a bit worse than that. It's a bit more irrational, because I'm thinking, what is he thinking? I'm sat there thinking, if he sees a hot girl on the street, what is he thinking about her? I don't think he's going to go and cheat on me, because I just don't think he would. And that's the worst thing about it, is I know he wouldn't cheat on me, yet I'm still have issues about what does he think about this other girl, which I have have to get past. I have to learn to get past it. And I hope that one day I will realise that no matter who comes along, you know, double D that walks past with their long legs, you know, I will not be worried about it, because at the end of the day, my boyfriend loves me. I'm not talking about my current boyfriend, I'm just talking generally about the guy that you're with. And I think it's really important that he does little things to make you feel secure in yourself. I mean, I'm constantly telling guys that I'm with, like, how hot they look in this and how hot they look in that. And if they get a haircut, you know, your haircut looks amazing, you look really good in this, I love this shirt on you. I'm constantly doing these things to, like, reassure them that I'm consistently attracted to them. But I don't think guys always do the same thing. But I just think maybe it's just a guy thing. They think that if I'm with this girl, obviously I'm attracted to her. I don't need to keep telling her every 5 minutes that I'm attracted to her. This is stuff I used to deal with, you know, like, I'm talking like over 5 years ago. And when me and Harry made this video about, like, insecure girls, it is the worst thing you can be in a relationship, because you are going to push that guy away. And that is one thing I've learned to deal with. And I don't think it's just, I mean, you know, you see these pretty girls on YouTube and you see them being confident with their makeup and their gorgeous figures, and I bet you they're insecure about something. Like, I bet you there's something about them that they hate, something about them that they want to change. And I just think that that is human nature, just to want something that you don't have. So I think basically my moral of this little talk is just to kind of love yourself and be confident in you, and someone will love all the things that you want to love about them, and someone will forget. I mean, the thing is that all this bad stuff you think about yourself, I don't necessarily think guys think the bad things that we think. So I have issues with, like, stretch marks and things like this, and, you know, my boyfriend doesn't even notice them. He doesn't even know that they're there. Well, he says he doesn't, but... And I just think, well, you know, if I know that they're there, how do you not know that? But he doesn't care about the things that we care about, and I think that's way more important. That is my little thing. Love yourself, be confident. You know, I'm slowly getting past it, because I realised it's much easier to get past these things than to let them eat away at your relationship. And that's why, you know, makeup and fashion and beauty and stuff is a lot to do with, like, why people feel more confident. And, you know, it's a big deal to go on the internet without any makeup, especially for me, and I've done it, and I've got past that, and I've done it. And, you know, I've been told, oh, you're ugly, this, that, this, that. But that's fine. Like, that's people that don't know me and don't really notice. But I can... You know, I can walk around in front of boyfriends and things without makeup and not really care. It's just, you know, you want somebody that doesn't make you feel insecure in the first place. This, I don't really know what the point of this was. I guess it was just to tell you my experiences and how I feel about stuff like that. So thank you very much if you stayed until the end of this video. If you have any tips or things that you want to tell me about, or, you know, things that you want to ask me, or things that you just want me to rant and rave about and talk about and my opinions on stuff, then I'd be happy to do that. But this is definitely my issues with, like, jealousy and insecurity, and I'm getting past it. This was like a few years ago. I'm dealing with it now, and I think I'm a lot more confident for it, because I realised it's nothing but destructive, so just don't do it. See you guys in the next video, and I love you lots.